Sleeping Dogs. I remember it like it was yesterday. Sleeping Dogs was truly phenomenal. I don't care what anyone says. That game is truly one of a kind. There's none like it. Yeah, you could say it copied GTA, but I'd say it took inspiration from it. The thing about creating is even if you take inspiration from something else, you still have to figure out how to turn it into something unique, or else it's just going to be a lame ass carbon copy of whatever it's inspired by. And Sleeping Dogs is anything but. Just imagine GTA, except the main protagonist is Chinese, he's a martial arts expert, he knows parkour, he fights with knives, he does situational finishes, and the slow-mo shooting. Oh my god. This game grabbed 2012 by the neck. If you have never played this game, please do me a favor. Go take a shower with your toaster, because that's wild. Now, let's talk about the fighting. Sleeping Dogs walked so Sifu could run, because Sleeping Dogs' combat system for me was and is still to this day untouchable for a game like Sleeping Dogs. Although it's not too complex, it varies enough to the point where you're not doing the same moves on repeat over and over again. It's more like a rotation. There's levels to the moves you can do, whether it's to help with your stats as a cop or as Sun On Yi. In order to get more fight moves, you're tasked with finding statues for your Sifu, and with each one you find, he will teach you a new move that you can later use. This is why I mentioned Sifu, because even though Sleeping Dogs is a free roam GTA type of game, it's still focused on the combat system, which is something that a lot of these games do not get right. Even Ghost of Tsushima, that game's combat system is also untouchable, so complex. There's also a fight club in Sleeping Dogs. This is the place where you can test yourself to find out how good you are in combat, or if you want to test out any new moves you've learned. Let's get into the story. So in Sleeping Dogs, you play as Wei Shen, a badass Chinese American undercover cop that infiltrates a triad organization called the Sun On Yi. Wei is arrested after a drug deal goes wrong, but of course, that was the plan. And this mission alone sold me on Sleeping Dogs. Running through the docks, trying to get away from the police, using parkour to your advantage. This is just something that I had never seen in any other game, even GTA. I'd never seen it before. After getting arrested, he meets an old friend, Jackie Ma, that later introduces him to the gang. This Conroy guy was annoying at the start, but at the same time, he has every reason not to trust Wei, as that idiot Jackie has just brought a guy he used to know into a crime organization that he's a part of. So for all he knows, he could be an undercover cop. One of our first tasks is to go to the night market in order to get some of Dog Eye's workers to work for us. While working for the Sun On Yi, you're also assigned cases for your cop side. And these missions I really enjoyed. Although, I'm not gonna lie, some of them were a bit tedious. I did enjoy them because they were new, they were fresh. Like I said before, I had never seen anything like these missions in a game before, not even GTA. The tracking missions, they were all interesting, also annoying at times. One of our cases is to arrest Popstar, a drug supplier for the Sun On Yi. This leads to even more untrust from the gang, but Wei talks his way out of getting his head blown off for the time being. Since they still really don't trust Wei, I don't really blame them. They send him to kill Suiwa, another one of Dog Eyes' drug dealers, but instead of killing him, Wei tells Winston to make him work for them, which gains Winston's trust. This move gives Winston some recognition from Uncle Po, as Wei praises him and said that keeping Suiwa alive was Winston's idea, not his. Unfortunately for Winston, him and his fiancée are gunned down by supposed 18K Triad members at their wedding. This incident also leaves Uncle Po hospitalized. We later find out that it was Dog Eyes that caused the attack on Winston from one of his workers, Johnny the Ratface, a little bastard. Then we go after Dog Eyes, we bring him back to Winston's mom, where he is swiftly dealt with. Paul is also later killed in the hospital by Pendrew, which leaves Wei as a branch leader. And man, Wei climbed up the ranks a bit too fast. No wonder people suspected him. Wei is now in a tug of war for power in the Sun On Yi. He sides with Broken Nose Jiang against Big Smiley. Big Smiley wants to do an election after Poe's funeral, but he will retaliate if he loses. Pendrew wants Wei to back off because he has his own motives at hand, but Wei refuses to. It's at this point that tensions in this game are rising higher and higher, with every mission bringing you closer to conflict with Big Smiley until it happens. And this mission reminds me of the Carlos death scene from Saints Row. It was so brutal, man. And Jackie also gets kidnapped early in the game. I guess he doesn't learn from his mistakes. Fucking idiot. So, because Big Smiley doesn't want to lose the election, he kidnaps a Sun On Yee member, which just so happens to be none other than Jackie. Jackie sends him a message to meet up. When Wei arrives, he doesn't see Jackie anywhere, so he calls him, and all you hear is the ringtone going off. And Wei follows the sound, leading him to Jackie's dead body, his guts hanging out and shit, man. It was grim. How about you guys take a look?
Jackie? Jackie? The fuck? Oh, fuck. Oh my god. Jackie! Ah, fuck! Jackie! Ah! 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 Motherfucker! Ah!
After this, Wei is knocked out and then tortured by Li Shentong. And Wei must be Batman, because there's no way a normal ass undercover policeman is walking away from what Tong does to Wei. I mean, just look, he's getting his feet drilled in, and you're telling me after all that he can walk and fight all those guys too? Yeah, he has to be Batman or something, because that's not normal. After all this, Wei goes after Li, who then tells him that Pendrew backstabbed him. This is when you guys get into a fight. Tell me what other games let you do this to a villain? It's fucking beautiful, man.
Fuck you!
So Lee's dead, putting an end to the Triad War. Zhang is now the chairwoman for the Sun On Yee. Pendrew gets promoted to Interpol until evidence is provided that he killed Poe, which gets leaked and Pendrew gets put behind bars. Wei returns to his life as a cop, and everyone lives happily ever after. The end. I just like to say this game was lightning in a bottle. It truly was. It came out in a time where Asian media wasn't really popping off like this. Then this came out of nowhere. Everybody was excited. I was so hyped for this game. It's just a shame we never got part 2. They really could have built on that, you know? You could have had Wei go back to America, get into some new shit. All in all, this game was beautiful. I think they lost out big time after not making part 2. Even the city of this game was beautiful. There was a good few activities you could do. Clubbing, go fight club, where you had to do missions in order to buy certain clothes. I thought that was stupid. Other than that, everything else was Gucci. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and peace.